there's a certain ceiling for your band, buddy.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Taste Like Music. Jason, Joe, and Krams are here today, and we are talking about the Cults. They got a new record out in the last couple of weeks here, and it was recently reported that Ian Astbury said something to the effect in an interview that no rock band has come close to their new record, which he called Essential. And I've listened to it. I think it's a good record. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's essential. But yeah, what do you guys think of this quote?
Sounds like he's in a cult or something. I mean, it's a little ridiculous. And I too listened to it. I'm somewhere between 3.5 stars. I think it'll probably be in my top 100 by the time the year's over, somewhere down towards the bottom. And as much as, rock is dead and everything, like that's a pretty ridiculous thing to say about this album. If you say that, like you're really setting somebody up for like big expectations. And listening to it, I was like, well, I've heard every single thing that they've done on this album before thousands of times on other rock albums. There's absolutely not a single second on that album where I thought like, oh my God, this is essential. Like this is different. This is better than their 80s stuff. This is better than the things I've been hearing in the past 10 years now. It's a fine album. I like it better than a lot of like the classic legacy bands, Blue Oyster Cult, Jethro Tull's latest. But it's not like way better, and it's certainly not to the par of, the best albums of the year. It's a ridiculous thing to say, but it is getting us to talk about it. So perhaps job done, Mr. Astbury.
For anyone to claim that their new rock and roll album for 2022 is essential, not just for music in general, but even in the rock and roll genre, it's lunacy. Like, there have been, is rock dead is a different discussion, but it's certainly not as alive as it was 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago. So to say that this is an essential album, and I've not even heard it, is pretty preposterous, because even the rock and roll albums of the last 10 years that I really like, stand behind, score 4.5, or 5 stars, are they essential albums? No. Like, can you really enjoy them? Sure. But is it like, man, if you want to define rock and roll, you go to Exile on Main Street, you go to Blood on the Tracks, and you go to this new Cult album from 2022. No way, man. There's absolutely no way, and I've not even heard it. There's just no way that it's true. And yeah, we're talking about it, but is that, asinine comment even like reaching that many people? Like, is it really hooking in people that are like, I guess I gotta listen to it now if it's essential? No, it's embarrassing more than anything. It makes me not want to listen to it, because now I think I can kind of hear what it sounds like. Like, you mentioned the new Blue Oyster Cult album from a couple years ago, which I thought was just absolute garbage, and like some people loved because it reminded them of old school rock, but it sucked. Like, so now I'm terrified to listen to this album.
To be fair, it doesn't sound like that, and which is why I kind of like it. Like I think it sounds production wise and everything much better than like that weird sort of like plastic sounding thing that the legacy rock groups have been doing lately. Like, it sounds like a pretty well produced, pretty good album. The songwriting's fine, whole band sounds pretty decent, but like it's not going to be essential. Like, it's the Cult in 2022. There's a certain ceiling for your band, buddy, that you can hit that ceiling and you can make a 3.5 star, maybe 4 stars, but not this album, and not this time.
Well, to kind of sort of defend Ian Astbury a little and try to make sense of this statement that he made, there's definitely a lot of rock that I like this year more than this record. There's stuff like the Spoon record, which I thought was great, and a bunch of other records. This is way, way, way down my list of favorite records of the year. But None of those rock bands are anything like the Cult, and they're not even really, in the same genre, I would say. So like the type of rock that I think or hope that he's talking about are like these big, serious, heavier rock bands. I don't want to say stadium rock exclusively or arena rock, but like, these bigger type of rock bands, less indie. If that's the only kind of rock that you're considering in this statement, then yeah, it's probably better than anything anyone else has done. I can't think of another big kind of stadium rock record that's better than this year.
It was also, I believe, to a German magazine, so perhaps there's a translation error in there somewhere. I don't know. Maybe give them the credit of the doubt there. Benefit of the doubt.
All right, so let us know what you think of these comments from Ian Astbury, and let us know what you think of this new Cult record. If you've heard it, Under the Midnight Sun, check it out. I gave it 3.5 stars. Joe, what did you give it?
I'll go 3.5, but a low 3.5. It's not, close to 4.
There was one song on it that I liked a lot. It was called, what was it called? Knife Through Butterfly Heart. I thought that song was pretty sweet.
It was better than I expected, I will say that. And better than their last album by a good bit.
Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notification, and check all of the links in the video description. They'll take you to all of our social media and to our website, to our Patreon. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.